Hello, everyone. Relana Harris Mapugilo, Boss Talk Thursday with Relana. As I promised, we were going to be discussing how to not be led and influenced by money, power, or anything negative in the music business, entertainment business, or in life in general. Now, this is part 2 of what I was speaking about when I talked about going to Warner Brothers and speaking with Craig Common in a meeting about what I wanted to do with my music career. And he asked me a pointed question, and we were looking at each other, eye to eye. He asked me, did I like the type of music that I was singing? Now, at that moment, I could have said, yes, I like this type of music, and went ahead with the meeting in that way. Or be honest, stay true to myself and say, no, I don't. This is really not the music that is for me, but this is the music that we've recorded. A couple songs are not my style. 3 of them are my style, but this is what the producers suggested, and these songs are what I suggest and what is my style. So Craig Common respected my thoughts. He respected my wishes. He respected my feelings. And he respected what I stood for. Now, I wasn't signed by Warner Brothers. Craig Common and I, we parted ways after that with that meeting. My mother, my father, they're in New York. But one thing for sure, Craig Common understood that I was an artist who stood strong in my beliefs. Now, you have to always think of this, and I want everybody out there to think of this. I'm speaking to you. Always stand strong in your belief. Stand strong on what you feel. You can only compromise to a point. But when you're compromising doesn't feel good to you, you're compromising too much. So the proven strategy to compromise is when you start to feel uncomfortable. So again, I think to myself, and I've thought to myself many times before, would I have gotten signed by Warner Brothers had I said, yes, this music is for me, I love it, let's move forward? Or maybe not. Because you see, at that time, back in 1996, there were a lot of artists getting signed and put on the shelf, and people were getting finder's fees and all that stuff, and playing with your career. Not saying that that would have happened to me at that time, but it could have. At that time, Brandy was out. Aaliyah was out. Aaliyah had went away for a while for some things that was happening in her career, and she was just getting ready to come back. And so a little bit after that, Craig Common, Warner Brothers signed Aaliyah. So myself, I feel like I did the right thing. I feel like I did the right thing. I know I did the right thing because I stood true to myself. And so sometimes walking away from a deal, walking away from a situation, excusing yourself from a table that is not meant for you is not always the wrong thing to do. And sometimes you think back to yourself, did I make the right decision? But you have to think twice and say, listen, self, never regrets, lessons learned. But the biggest lesson is that in life, you have to think And sometimes you don't get long to think. You don't get a long time to think. But you go with your gut. That instinct, that feeling that you have, those little whispers, follow that. Don't ignore those, because those can save your life, and those can save you from a lot of heartache and pain. Everything that shines is not meant for you. So sometimes you have to take the long route. And I've always said that I'll take the long route if it's the sure route. I don't want anything quick, because if it's too quick, I gotta watch it. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit slow motion with it. That way you can think about it. And sometimes people say, you gotta do things fast, do it quick, do it in 60 seconds, think about it and think about it quick and make the move. Not always. Sometimes you gotta deliberate. Especially when it comes to your life, your well-being, and your future, your present. What has your life? What has your life? And what means the most to you is so important. Because a person that has the power over your life is a person that has everything. So never give a person the power over your life. Never give a person that power. And that goes back to power, money, influence. And in the music business, the entertainment business, this is where power, money, influence comes in. Your respect is what you should never give up. So again, walking away sometimes is the way to go, because you get your respect. You keep your respect. And sometimes you have to take your respect, because nobody is going to give it to you if you don't respect yourself enough to kindly walk away. You don't have to walk away and make enemies. You can walk away and keep friends. But in doing that, you maintain your dignity, your pride, your respect. You don't sacrifice in a way that you don't want to, and you don't sell your soul. No material thing is worth any of that. So these are proven things, proven strategies. In this business and in life, anything that you do, you got to be careful. So we are going to be talking more about this and so many other things. And I'm going to share with you my experiences. I have so many stories to share with you. And I will, because I'm helping. And I want to educate people, and especially the youth. In any business that you're in, it's life. It's about life and education. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. And I am going to share that with you. So thank you for being here with me. And I am going to be here with you always. Boss Talk with Relana. I'm going to give it to you straight. There's no other way. God bless you. And at all cost, be your own boss. I'll see you soon. Blessings. Relana loves you.